So, you want to know how to pay off debt and still enjoy life? Well, you have come to the right place because we have paid off a lot of debt. A lot. Like $200,000 worth of debt. And we've still gone on family trips. We've still gone out to eat. And we've still gone shopping. Hi, I'm Wendy Valencia. My husband Mauricio and I have paid off $200,000 worth of debt in 36 months without putting our child to work, which is a miracle. And we didn't sell anything either. But in that time frame, we've done a lot of stuff. And maybe it's taken us a little bit longer, but we have not been as miserable as the people who think that you have to get out of debt in minutes in order to be financially successful. And honestly, it's been so much less stressful. And it has been totally worth every second. So, what do you need to know if you want to actually enjoy your life while you're paying off debt? Well, the first thing you need to know is one, it's going to take a little longer to pay off debt. So, we paid off $200,000 in 36 months. In truth, we could have paid it off in probably 30 months, but those extra 6 months were us taking it a little more leisurely. So as long as you understand that it will take a little bit longer, it's okay. You're still reaching the same goal of debt freedom, especially when considering that sometimes the restrictiveness of trying to pay it off quickly is the reason people fail. If we had tried to do that, we would have 100% failed because we are not those people. The second thing you have to know is that you're going to have to say no to things. So, this actually applies to pretty much paying off debt in general. You're going to have to choose. You're not going to be able to do every single thing you want to do. So, prioritize what's important and do those things. For us, one of the major things that we have prioritized is going to visit Mauricio's family in Colombia. That's super important to us because I'm not willing to not see family for 4 years while we're getting out of debt. That's not okay. We have a child that will have grown significantly in 4 years. So we want to plan for those family trips to see people in South America. The third thing you need to understand is there are going to be sacrifices. The trips you would normally take are probably going to be cheaper than the ones you want to take. Maybe you'll go camping or spend your 10-year anniversary in a yurt like we did because we didn't want to go to Hawaii like we always thought we would. So understand that you will have to make sacrifices, but they don't have to be major ones. Our trip, our 10-year wedding anniversary trip, was so much fun. And we got to do things like whitewater rafting and stay in a really, really hot yurt. It was really hot in July. But they were great memories. And it was totally outside of what we expected to do. So we did sacrifice and we will continue to sacrifice. The fifth thing is that you need to understand that sometimes life is going to get in the way of your plan. And this has happened to us on more than one occasion. I would love to say that life goes along according to my schedule, but it never does. And while it would be amazing and wonderful if it would just go according to my plan, I need to learn to accept that it won't. And when things come up, I have to roll with the punches and just deal with it. I sound like I might be trying to convince myself because this is probably the hardest part of the process for me because I make a plan. I want to stick to that plan. I don't deal well with punches and rolling. And the sixth thing you need to know if you really want to enjoy life while you're paying off debt, you need to be honest with yourself about what you are really capable of achieving in a particular time period. The higher you set your goals, the more likely you are to fail. And now I am a firm believer of shoot high, aim high, and if you don't quite get there, you've still gotten higher than you would have if you didn't plan at all. But sometimes that can be a little defeating. So be realistic with what your plans and goals are. So, how do you do it? Well, number one, you have to have a goal. Decide the amount you want to pay off or the amount you want to save and the amount of time you want it to take you, and divide. Simple. And then you know that that amount is what you have to pay every month. That's your goal. So if I want to pay off $48,000 worth of debt in 2 years, I know that every month I have to be putting a minimum of $2,000 away towards that debt every single month, or I won't reach that goal. It's as simple as that. You don't actually have to set every single cent aside and put it towards debt. Sometimes being debt free in 2 years, when you could actually be debt free in 1 year if you tried really hard, is okay. It's all up to you and what you want out of it. So the second step is you need to make a plan to reach that first goal. If your goal is to put $2,000 away every month to debt and pay off $48,000 in debt in 2 years, make a plan as to how you're going to reach that goal. You can plan it month by month, or you can plan from now for the next 2 years, however you choose to do it, but have a plan. So the last thing you have to do is you have to reconcile your budget so you know that you are actually sticking to your plan. Because if you're not sticking to your plan, how are you going to be successful? So I'll see you in the next one. See ya. We're out.